So September the 9th, I do see that as a holiday that we should observe, quite honestly. But isn't it something how they trained us not to observe it? We're to talk about the Stono Rebellion, but we can't really observe it. Why? Because they killed white people. Now, am I advocating for us to go out here and kill white people? Of course not. I'm not doing that. Okay, so don't worry. I'm not saying that. But isn't it interesting that, okay, yeah, they kill white people, but it seemed like the Revolutionary War, there were white people being killed there too. Oh, but it was white people killing white people, so that was okay. But if we dare talk about black folks that were killing white people, because they were fighting against injustice, well, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's wrong. You see, I'm trying to show you, I'm trying to walk you through the mind games. You see the mind games here? Oh, we can't. No. We can't talk about the Stono Rebellion. You can mention it, but it's not really something to celebrate because you have black people killing white people. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's wrong. It sends the wrong message. We can't. Come on. But Revolutionary War. I mean, we just like, oh man, we were fighting against injustice. Oh, what do you think these Negroes were fighting against? Huh? They were born. They were likewise fighting against. This is why I'm advocating that we should celebrate the Stono Rebellion. Why? Because the Stono Rebellion, they were fighting against a system of tyranny. Now, isn't it interesting that today, what are we fighting against now? Tyranny from the United States, aren't we? So they were fighting against this the foundation of this system that we see here today. All these white people now that are out here screaming and hollering and crying about, oh, they just trying to take all my information. They just trying to control everything I do on social media, everything I say and do. They just trying to control it. They just trying to take everything. They trying to do. Well, you just talking about your freaking account that was banned. What about your family being raped and killed in front of you? Huh? What about that? That's what these people of Kongo were trying to fight against so that the precedent would stop there and we can have a land. If we're going to be over here, let's have a land where that is not part of the equation. So these, quite honestly, are the ones to celebrate and to honor. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, some white people that are listening to me, you may pick up, you still hung up at, but they were killing white people. Okay, but then why you ain't losing your stuff about the white people that were killed in the Revolutionary War and all the other wars? Why ain't losing your stuff with it? Why all of a sudden now you getting all sensitive when it's black folks doing it? Why you getting all sensitive now? No, they were fighting against tyranny. They were fighting against slavery. Okay, slavery as in separation of families, as in killing folks and starving folks and making them sick and all this stuff, coming up with laws against, slavery. That's what they were fighting against. The very thing that now, had y'all got behind these brothers and sisters, because I know there's some sisters up in there, if you had got behind them, you wouldn't be complaining about Facebook banning you and blocking you, because Facebook would be saying, you know what, we ain't gonna try that. Because we remember what happened all the way back in Stono. We remember what happened back in Stono now, because when we try to set up a system before like that, them Kongo boys, they didn't play that mess. But what did America do? They squashed it because they said we don't want this stuff again. We don't want any uprisings like that again, especially from these people. You see what I'm saying? So, as far as I'm concerned, family, September 9th, I hope and pray that I do remember. That's my day. I'm going to take off. I'm going to do something. But that's a day that I'm going to take time and to remember. I'm not, and again, you're going to have some white people like, well, you remember because you celebrate white people. I'm not going to go through that whole logic again. The logic wheel again. I've already explained that again. No, I'm remembering the brave lives of these men and women who fought, who did what they could to destroy, to bring down the system that we are under today. and they got crushed, unfortunately, at the end of the day. And then Stono wasn't the only one, of course. There were other uprisings of our people. There was over 400 and something of them. It was many, 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 many of them all throughout the colonies of uprisings of Africans, that were brought in as slaves. There was many uprisings. We were, like I said on my shirt, we were teaching America how to fight against injustice for over 400 years. We didn't learn it in a book. We were living it. And fighting against injustice didn't start with us crossing our arms and doing a peaceful rally. It didn't start off like that. It started off with some weaponry and setting the line again, setting the tone and saying, not here. That's where our fight against injustice began, and it got squashed. So there you go.